Hello friends, in this lesson we will learn various techniques for erasing portions of an image. Open up this file. This is a nice picture of a baby, but for some reasons we might have to erase some portions, say background. In the next few lessons we will learn some really nice alternatives to erasing areas of our image. Let's take the eraser tool. It is right here in the tool panel. This one. Let's look at the options. The first one is the tool preset. It has two presets. The next one is the brush. We can use any brush for our eraser. This is the brush panel. We can use the brush dynamics also with the eraser tool. We will talk about the mode in a while. This is the opacity, you know very well about it. And flow also you know very well. Now this one again is to use the pen pressure to control the opacity. This one is to enable the airbrush style. And this one is to use the pen pressure to control the size of the brush. Now there is this one more option, erase to history. We will talk about it in a while. Let's look at the mode first. My colors are set to default. I'll press X to swap the foreground and background color. Now with this mode set to brush, let's erase this background. You will see that it is not erasing, rather it is painting it with this background color. Let's undo. Let's make a few copies of this background layer. Ctrl J, Ctrl J. Let's work on this top layer and hide these two. I'll increase my brush size. Now if we erase, we get these transparent pixels. I'll undo. But if we lock this transparency and try to paint, it gives us the same result. It paints it with the black background. I'll again undo. Now let's look at the pencil mode. Now since this background layer was locked, that is the reason it was not erasing and painting with this background color. Let's now look at the pencil mode. When we switch to pencil mode, the flow option is grayed out. Now only opacity is available to us. We can only play with the opacity, not with the flow. It works very similar to the brush mode. It's just that the flow option is not available with it. I'll hit Ctrl Z. Now let's look at the block. It is a bit different. You can see that opacity as well as the flow options are grayed out. They are no longer available. And this cursor changes to a square cursor. And now if we erase, it erases in a square pattern. Like so. I'll switch it back to brush. Let's make some changes to this layer. Go to image, adjustments and black and white. Let's do an auto. OK. Now we will talk about this erase to history. Click it on. Open the history panel. Our original snapshot is right up here and this one is with the adjustment. Our history brush is set to our original snapshot. Let's take a hard brush and start painting like so. You can see that erase to history brush works similar to normal history brush. We talked about the normal history brush in a previous lesson. The same function can be done with the eraser tool. Let's hide this layer and work on this layer now. And we will talk about other eraser tools. If we click and hold, there are two more options. The background eraser tool and the magic eraser tool. The shortcut is E. We'll talk about magic eraser tool. The magic eraser tool works very similar to the magic wand tool. It has this tolerance setting. It will erase the pixels based on the tolerance value. To get rid of this background, we can start with a tolerance value of 25. Tolerance value will be different for different kinds of images. You need to experiment with it. We also have this anti-alias turned on and the contiguous turned on. Anti-alias is to give smooth edges and contiguous is for the continuous pixels. Pixels, those are touching each other. You know very well about sample all layers. Opacity also you know. With 25% tolerance, if we click on the background, it has done a fair job with the most parts except this area of the shadow and some of this area between his hand and ear. Now if we click here again, it has deleted it all. You can click here, you can click here. Done a fair good job. Let's hit Ctrl Alt Z a few times. But eraser is not the tool I use quite frequently to erase the areas of an image. Masking is much more precise and easy. I'll teach you masking in later lessons. Let's look at this background eraser tool. This tool, as the name suggests, is completely dedicated to knock the background of an image. Here we are trying to knock the background off. This tool also has the tolerance setting. We also have this option to protect the foreground color. Let's have a look at all the options. First one is again the tool preset. This is the brush engine. The brush presets for the background eraser tool are very limited. Just the size, hardness, spacing, the angle and the roundness, and this will control the size by the pen pressure, and this is the new one, it will control the tolerance value by the pen pressure. Now this tool has these three different options. If we select this one, the cursor for this eraser tool is a bit different. It has a crosshair in the center. This cross is the area of the exact pixel at which it will look and erase. With this option selected, if we try to erase the areas around the baby, the cross sign will determine which areas to delete. It will continuously sample the areas as we move on. If we accidentally move this cross to the skin of the baby, it will erase that as well. I'll hit Ctrl Z. Now this second option will work according to our first sample. If we click here, this is the sample it is going to delete. So if we move on now, even if we accidentally move on to baby skin, it will not delete it, because its first sample was the white background. It will only remove the white portions, like so. This is a much better option than the normal eraser tool. Ctrl Z. Now this last option will only sample based on our background color. Let's sample a color from the image. I'll click Alt and sample this color. I'll press X to swap these. With this option on, now if I try to erase across baby's face, it will only erase those colors. Ctrl Z. You can always play with this tolerance value to get the desired result. Now these limits can be set to contiguous or discontiguous. Let's talk about find edges. What find edges does is, it tries to preserve the edges. Let's select this second option, and with the tolerance at about 41%, let's try to erase. If we zoom in, you can see that it has done a fairly good job by preserving these edges. Now the eraser tools will work on simple backgrounds. For more complex backgrounds, we will need masking. So go ahead and have some fun with the eraser tool by deleting some simple backgrounds. That's all for this lesson, friends. See you in the next lesson.